Look, here's the bottom line. Despite how divided this country is in so many ways here in 2020, I believe the American people in their hearts know what's right and what's wrong. We can cite all the polls we want showing how more people support the Black Lives Matter movement or a higher percentage back player protest than they have in the past. But it really boils down to knowing what's right and what's wrong. Those polls of support, the slogans on the sideline, the names on the back of the helmets, all that doesn't mean a thing if collectively we do not do what's right and change the systemic problems that exist. And that's what the players are trying to encourage. As the commissioner said, real change. I don't get the argument that they're highly paid professionals, so they should just keep quiet. Well, getting paid for their job doesn't somehow make them immune to the suffering of those around them. I equate it to a ship stranded at sea where one person mans a rowboat, eventually makes it to shore. Doesn't that person have an obligation to let the world know that there are other people still stranded out there, to let us all know that they need our help? It's then our obligation to go help those left out there. That's what this clarion call being made by the athletes today is all about, helping others. It's pure and simple, the right thing to do.
Yeah, Curt, pro athletes have been here before, taking brave and maybe unpopular stances about social justice. If you're like me and you're old enough to remember back in 1967, a group of black athletes got together in Cleveland, Ohio to show their support for Muhammad Ali and his conscientious decision not to go to Vietnam. The meeting was called the Cleveland Summit. Guys like Lou Alcindor, Jim Brown, Bobby Mitchell, Bill Russell, all there showing their support and calling for equality at a time when our country was far less receptive to change than it is today. I'm sure that group of trailblazers would be and are extremely proud of today's athletes across the sports en masse calling for equality, but also probably more than just a little disappointed that 53 years later, we're still having the same conversation. Pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and it's time for it all to come to an end. I agree. I think one of the greatest character a human being can have is to admit that they've made a mistake. I mean, that's a powerful statement right there in itself. And Curt, what you said, and Howie, what you said, I totally agree with. What we have now is we have to have 32 powerful owners back these players. Back them. Not just for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 2 months, but for the entire year and next year and on and on. Once everyone gets behind one another, believing in the same cause, there'll be change. Good change for everyone.